guys did a great job polishing. I don't see any smudges, which is important. Okay. You have your utensils set in the right places from appetizer to main course, which is exactly what you want. My only feedback is consistency. I see here you remembered the 1-inch rule, but here was not remembered. Okay, so that's something that we want to make sure that we work on, okay? I love your napkin design. It's very different from everybody else's. You incorporated the menu in the napkin design, so I think that that's fabulous. That's great. Other than that, your tables look beautiful. I saw you throughout this whole time. You used gloves when polishing. You laid down the wet linen when we went over it, which was great. And you guys were perfectly on time. So just because of just the consistency issue, I'm going to give you a 3 on one item. But for the rest, you guys got an A. So I'm really, really proud of you. Okay? Now do me a favor. I'm going to keep these rubrics with me for right now. I'm going to enter it in the computer. I will give you back, or actually on YouLearn, you'll be able to see your rubrics, go over them, and remember them, okay? Remember what you got, learn from what we've critiqued here, okay? So when we do this when we have real production, it's little things like this we don't have to go over again, okay? But good job, and I'm really proud of you guys, okay? All right? So if you,
grades, yeah.
I would say by tomorrow afternoon, okay?
Next time,
give me some
color
time.
napkins, because that would have totally been
You're right, definitely. All right, guys, if you guys want to fill out the worksheet that they're working on, and I'm going to have the next group.
Do you want us to break this down, Chef?
Um,
How do you want to?
yeah, you know what? You guys can break down as I talk to them, okay?
First one to go. Last thing in their bread.
Just be careful, okay? Spring.
Like to throw all the
Who's spring? Spring or front? Let's go. Okay, spring from top. Okay, spring. How do you guys feel that you did? So amazing, okay. Awesome. Okay, well I agree. I think you guys did a fabulous job. Well, this is my only critique, and it's not just you. I've noticed it throughout. You guys did a great job polishing. You did a great job getting your items together, which I like. The table is a bit crowded, but that just has to do with the side. My only thing was to remember that the bread plate for our dining room, okay, our bread plate was going to go over on this side, okay? But that's something that we'll review over, and I'll make sure to give you a copy of the diagram. So like if I'm sitting here, I don't want my bread plate over, I want it on this side, for just the purpose of this dining room, okay? But again, remember, each dining room will be a bit different. Also, consistency, you have your plate here off the edge. Okay, remember it's supposed to be 1 inch. Those are little things that you're going to want to remember. Okay, they just moved. It's all about eye appeal here. If I'm a customer and I notice, I don't know, that this is like this a little bit and yours isn't, I'm going to be like, what? This is fine dining. You know what I mean? So it's all about consistency and making sure that everything looks perfect. Okay? As a guest who pay, like when we pay this high price for a menu, we expect the best, okay? But you guys did a great job. I love how you use the wine bottle. You have 2 wines. Perfect. I love it. You use the rocks. I know you have a lot of seafood in there, so it's like river rocks or ocean rocks. So I love that. I think that's great. You guys did really great, and you should be proud of yourselves. So I'm going to for table setup, I'm just going to give you guys a 3 for that, just because of the plates being off. Other than that, your decor is great. Your sanitation, I saw you guys wearing gloves the whole time, so that's great. And your time management, you guys were right on time. So you guys get an A. Okay? Now I'm going to upload your rubrics onto YouLearn, and they'll be up tomorrow afternoon for access. Okay? So when we set up tables in the future, you can look back on your rubric and connect it. Okay? All right, guys.
First course.
If you want to go ahead and break down, you can while I talk to the next group.
I'm waiting for my front shower.
Okay. So how do you feel you did?
I love it.
I love
Yeah,
it too.
I like it. Yeah. You guys did a really, really great job. And I love how it's so in sync with the season and the menu. I think that it looks really elegant, but homey, which is hard to get. To come to a fine dining restaurant and feel comfortable and like at home is really awesome. I love how you put that you didn't forget the table number. I think that that's really great. Little things like that make a big deal for our guests. I also love our edible leaf here. It's like an automatic pop of color, and I think that that's beautiful. So I love that. Now, based on protocol, everything looks great. I know that this table is very crowded. Okay, so you're limited here. My only complaint, which is everybody has had the same issue, is your plates are hanging off the edge. And I know that has a lot to do that it's crowded, but remember our thumb trick, 1 inch. Okay? Sorry guys. No, that's okay. And that goes for everything. Your silverware, your other plate, it should all be 1 inch. Okay? Remember, consistency is key. Front of the house wise, all about eye appeal. It's the first thing that it's just the one sense that we almost like 100% eyesight in here. Okay, everything needs to look the same and it needs to look up to par. People spend so much money to come and dine here for just a couple of hours. They expect the best. Okay, so we have to make sure that everything's in sync. Remember the candles that we talked about, unscented. I think that this one here is a scented candle. That's okay.
I told you not to use it. Now we're gonna get enough.
No.
It's not even a nice scent.
Just remember, those are things that we want to check, okay? Because it does interfere with all the other senses, okay? Other than that, I think that this table is great, and you guys did a really great job. So on your rubric here, the only thing I'm going to take off is from consistency in the table, okay? But only a point. Your decor was fabulous. Your sanitation, I saw you wear gloves, okay? And your time management, you were right on time. You guys get an A in my book.
Yay!
It'll be up on You Learn later on tomorrow night-ish, okay? And so moving forward, when we set up tables, just remember the little things that we went over, okay? All right, good job, you guys. Go ahead and break down.
Good job, guys.
Yay!
Hey, you guys-